Park Hoon was a child of privilege. He grew up in Pyongyang, the capital of North Korea. His father, Park Cheol, was a renowned cardiothoracic surgeon. Everyone respected him. Hoon admired his father greatly. He dreamt of following in his footsteps. Hoon was a bright child. He excelled in his studies. He was especially drawn to medicine. He spent hours observing his father at work. Hoon's father nurtured his son's passion. He taught him the intricacies of the human heart. He instilled in him the value of a life. Hoon's childhood was idyllic. He had loving parents and a comfortable life. He was also a talented footballer. His skills on the field were remarkable. He was popular among his peers. He was destined for greatness. Little did he know fate had other plans. His life was about to take a drastic turn. The warmth of his childhood would soon be a distant memory. It was a seemingly ordinary day. Hoon and his father were returning from a medical conference in Europe. Their plane was abruptly diverted. North Korean agents boarded the aircraft. They were forced to disembark in Pyongyang. Hoon and his father were now prisoners in their own country. The world they knew vanished. Their comfortable life was gone. They were now hostages. The North Korean government had a plan. They wanted to utilize Park Cheol's expertise. They needed him to save their dying leader. Hoon and his father were thrust into a world of secrecy and fear. Years turned into a blur. Hoon grew up under constant surveillance, yet his spirit remained unbroken. He never gave up hope. He clung to the memories of his past life. He found solace in his shared passion for medicine with his father. Hoon continued to learn. He honed his skills. He became his father's apprentice in their forced captivity. Life in the north was harsh, but amidst the hardship, Hoon found love. He met Song Jae-hee, a beautiful and kind-hearted girl. She was the daughter of a prominent South Korean politician, also abducted by the North. They found solace in each other's company. Their shared experience brought them together. They fell deeply in love. Hoon excelled in his medical training. He inherited his father's gift. Hoon became a prodigious surgeon. His talent was undeniable. Even his captors recognized his skills. He was allowed to practice at Hunguk University Hospital, a premier medical institution in North Korea. There, he honed his talents, becoming renowned for his almost magical surgical abilities. Despite his talent, Hoon never forgot his true home. He yearned for freedom. He dreamt of returning to South Korea. He wished to live a normal life with Jae-hee. His love for her fueled his desire for freedom. Escape became his ultimate goal. He was determined to break free from the chains that bound him. The escape plan was fraught with danger. It was a risky gamble, but Hoon was determined. He was ready to risk everything for freedom, for Jae-hee. They planned their escape meticulously. Their hearts ached with a mix of hope and fear. The day of the escape arrived. It was a blur of chaos. They managed to flee the hospital, but their escape was short-lived. They were pursued relentlessly. They found themselves cornered. Hoon urged Jae-hee to jump into the river. Trusting him completely, she leaped. He promised to follow. As he was about to jump, a gunshot rang out. Hoon was thrown back. He was captured. Heartbroken and alone, Hoon was dragged back into captivity. He had failed to protect his beloved. The thought of Jae-hee's uncertain fate tore him apart. His world was shattered. He was a prisoner once again, but this time he carried the heavy burden of their failed escape and the unbearable pain of their separation. Park Hoon was now in prison, beaten and isolated. His heart was heavy with despair. The thought of Jae-hee's presumed death was a torment he couldn't escape. Everything he fought for seemed lost. But then, a twist of fate. The explosion that supposedly killed Jae-hee, it was faked. She was alive. A secret plan was in place between Jae-hee and some insiders to help them both escape. But the plan got botched when Park Hoon was shot. Despite the chaos, Jae-hee managed to survive and stay hidden. Time passed. With the help of a few people who believed in him, Park Hoon was eventually freed. The corrupt Prime Minister Jong, who orchestrated most of the evil plans, was exposed and arrested. The truth finally came out. The political heat died down. Years later, we see Park Hoon in a peaceful and quiet village. He is dressed simply, treating a little boy in a humble clinic. His face is calm, his smile genuine. He is finally at ease. And then, as if a dream come true, Jae-hee walks up beside him, just like old times. They are together again. No chases, no danger, just the two of them, free at last. Their journey was long and arduous, but in the end they found their peace. Together.